Yes, hello, perfect. Now you can see me and hear me as well. So, hello, everybody. My name is Michael. I'm from Estonia originally, and I have been Skyward Technology, investor and promoter, and a speaker in the company Skyward Community for about 3 years now. Actually, I think it's more than 3 years by now, but anyway, I'm very glad that I have had this chance to tell you about this technology and about this information, and of course to be an investor as well. So I'm a proud investor here in this company, and I hope you are as well. So and that you are reading all recent news, and you are actively taking part in the process of development, as well as sharing the information to all the people around the world, or as many people as you know, and then of course tell them all the benefits as well about the technology and about sharing the information, because it's very valuable for everybody. Because as you know, the money is fuel to the company, fuel to the project, and thanks to all of us, thanks to investors, and of course thanks to the creator of this idea and this technology, Dr. Anatoliy Unitsky. Big I really appreciate him, and big thanks to him as well, because without him it wouldn't be possible to be here in this moment. As we know that today we have many many great achievements already. We have two demonstration and certification parks, one in the first one in Belarus, called Eco Technopark, where I myself personally have been twice. And of course, last year we know that the event EcoFest was cancelled due to the coronavirus pandemic. But hopefully this year or the next year this will take place, because I'm eager to find out what they have done there. Because when I saw the photos from, we had this online format of this EcoFest this last year, so I watched it, and I saw what they're doing there. So building the new tracks, and then testing the new models, and this is very fascinating, and I want to see them with my own eyes as well. But the second demonstration and certification park, called Innovation Center, is located in Sharjah Emirate in the United Arab Emirates. And there are, myself personally, I have been also twice, actually, once, but the first time was behind the gates when I was there, only me, so to say, and I was trying with car, and saw the flags. You know, the feeling when you're in the project, and then you see, you have heard from the news, the Skyway news, that they are going to start construction works there, and they have the land and everything, and then you go there and you see kilometers long road, and next to it there are Skyway flags. Well, that's amazing, and all these videos is possible to see in my YouTube channel as well. If you put in my name, as you see on the slide right now, then you can see these videos yourself as well, from both of these parks. They're short, 1 minute up to 2 minutes long, so it should be capable for everybody to watch those videos. But all right, let's move on. Today we're going to talk about technology, and the next webinars as well, we are going to talk more about the technology itself and trying to make them as interesting as possible. Of course, I have my own frame in which I have to stay, but let's see. Well, as you know, the next slide. Yeah, actually I will go behind the screens. Then you can concentrate on the presentation, and you will see me in the end of the presentation again. All right, see you soon, but hear me now. So anyway, for hundreds of years, people have imagined that the transportation is going to the second level, as you can see on this picture. This is also made quite long ago, and I have seen myself a photo on or from a candy box, basically a Russian candy box, where they described or pictured this well, almost the same picture was seen there. And that was also about not 100 years ago, but 60, 70 years ago. So this idea has been around us for a long time, but since today, nobody has, well, done it very efficiently. And as you can see on the next slides, what people have done so far is they have built monorail on the right, and then, well, the normal trains, but both of them are on a massive amount of materials. They are, well, the beton and all the construction is very massive and very expensive, which we'll see in the following slides as well, where I have one conclusion about the pricing. This one is made in Berlin, and there is, well, upside down train, so to call, but again, take a look at the construction or the track itself, and just remember that how massive it is. And not to mention that most of them use fossil fuels nowadays as well. Of course, electricity is going more popular, and they're switching it to alternative, not alternative, but to electricity, so to say. But not that easy. And then, well, what's more to mention is that all these technologies are from past centuries, so they are a few hundred years old already. And for example, this one from China is taking this picture, and it's basically like a tram, but it has this detachment or attachment places on the roof, not below the train, so to say. And then that's the main difference. And on the next slide, you can see this technology is also very popular used, and mainly in mountains, where the ski resorts and so on. And on the left side, you can see this even thousands of years old technology. Of course, this one has nowadays materials and construction and engineering, but old days they used rope and tracks made of stones. And basically, what is the meaning of this picture is that the engine which pulls the machine is located in the ends, either end, in the front or back end, and this one basically turns the not the rope but the chain, and the chain moves the machine. But now let's take a look at this one. This here is Skyway, and all its not all, but some of its beautiful models. And what is different on this picture is, of course, as you can understand, the construction. It's not that massive. It's much less. It's containing much less materials, and it's much lighter, but it holds the same way as the other construction. But the difference is that the pre-stressed string is put it in the metal frame, as you can see. So this is not just the metal construction, but inside the metal construction there is the string rail, pre-stressed string rail. So this one is patented by Dr. Antonio Nitsky, and that's why it holds so much weight. And the Materion posts, or the posts which hold construction, they do not have to be located after every 10 meters or so on, or built so massively, but they can be even up to 400 meters and so on long. So the distance between those posts or the supports. So basically, now let's see why Skyway. And that's the main question today we have, is that why Skyway is the technology which has come here to stay, which is here to change the world, and how it's going to do that. So first point is that Skyway is innovative, and as you can see on this picture as well, this is made specially for United Arab Emirates, and this is the special design, the golden one, all the strings, as you can see, this well, perfect design, and very beautiful. and it is innovative because of its speeds, its elegance, its economics. Of course, the cost as well is much less than even the trams and trains today, and it can be up to tens to 50 times less depending on the landscape where they're going to build it. But more of that we're going to discuss a little bit later. So, and here is one video I told you briefly before as well, the EcoFest 2019. When I was there myself, I did the video. I took the video and I made it into one file, so you can see it in my YouTube channel, and you can share it as well, because it's for everybody to see, and then you can understand. And the machine you see there, that's my favorite one up there, up on the left or in the middle of this picture, and it's called Unicar, and I got the chance to try with it as well, and I took a video of the trial as well, and you can see this one also in the video, so take a look. The second point is that Skyway is ecological, and as you can see on this picture, well, picture says more than 1,000 words, you know that, and it suits very well with nature, due to its well, as you can see, due to the construction, which does not harm eyesight, and of course the ecological aspect comes in about that also, because as you can see, the high-speed unibus, which is upper side, that one goes up to 600 kilometers per hour, and beneath it it's possible to attach another models, unicars, and or unibuses, and this one go up to 150 kilometers per hour. And well, basically the beneath models which are beneath the high-speed unibus, those are meant more for inner city transportations, or between cities which are not located far away from each other, and the high speed is meant for between cities or between countries even. So because the main goal is to build the Transnet connection, which connects all the countries from all the continents, so basically tens of thousands of kilometers. And now let's see another ecological part, which is the wind resistance. And due to the fact that the Skyway does not have any screen effect, as you can see with the car, the picture beneath, where is the car? The car drives on a road, on asphalt, or whatever material it's made of, the road. It drives there, and when it well, cuts the wind goes beneath the car, and there is the road, and it basically punctuates from there to the car, and that makes the wind resistance higher. But Skyway, when it's on the rails, it does not have any wind resistance beneath it, and of course the shape of the model as well. These ones make the models amazing and very wind friendly, so to say. And another ecological part, as you might know, well, we're going more and more towards electricity, but in many countries they still use fossil fuels, and they use trains. Well, that train is to make the picture very clear, but many countries still have these kinds of situations. So CO2 levels are high, and it needs solution, and it needs solution fast, and it needs cheap but quality solution, and that's why there is Skyway. And well, if you go on and look at the next picture, then we can see the another effect on the, well, I called it the first level effect. And if you look basically what happens on the first level, we never know what are the conditions, or what can the conditions be if there is any storm or bad weather conditions. And on the left side, and well, the down left side, you can see the train in the snow. And basically when it snows very heavy in well, mostly in Nordic countries, then the situation is following that the trains, well, the tracks need special heavy trains which will clear the path, so the commercial trains can take goods or cargo or people from point A to point B. But otherwise, if there is a snow, the snow can raise train off the tracks, and that's dangerous. And of course, the sand and the shape of or the condition of the roads are another questions. And then in the Nordic countries as well, the left side picture I think is made in Estonia when they are building the high-speed track. It might not be actually, or maybe it is. It doesn't matter. But anyway, the expenses which go on construction the road, or for example on the right side for making the mountains explode to make a path uh, inside the mountains, so to say. It's very educated and developed area in Finland. I know the mountain explosion, and they do that very much there to build new tracks, but it's very costly. And if we compare it with, for example, Skyway, then what happens is that we only need for supports, we need the land for support area. As you can see, it's maybe 10, 15 square meters at once after every 400 meters, maybe 200 meters, or even longer distances. So we need much less land, 10 or more times less land. So and we can uplift the track, so we can go over the mountains, over the forests, as if we want up to 100 meters it can go. So of course the expenses will go higher as well, and then the most reasonable most reasonable is to lift it up to 5 to 10 to 15 meters, but possibilities are that we can go up to 100 meters even. So it all depends on the area and the land and so on, and how much the government or the people are willing to pay for the transportation. Now let's see what else. Yes, the traffic jams. As you might understand what the picture says, the population is growing, that we know, that's fact, and more and more people are economically well better than they were before, or than the population were before, and that's causing the fact that each family member would buy their own car, and then this raises the number of cars and causes traffic jams. Well, in most of the bigger cities, even in Estonia, which is a small country, only 1 million and a little bit more population, there are traffic jams in rush hours, and that's crazy. You can sit hours in a traffic jam, and that's not normal. So if let's imagine now we have a system, we have a possibility that we go, let's say we live a little bit outside of city, we go near the city border, we park our car. The parking is also one business idea, and one possibility to build the Skyway business bigger is that we construct the special car parking areas. We go sit on the Skyway and we drive where we want to go, and we drive much faster. For example, from 200 kilometers, we can drive within 20 or 30 minutes. In Estonia, we drive it about 2 hours. I know in India and in countries where the road conditions are more poor, they drive even 6 to 8 hours, a few hundred kilometers, due to the mountains and so on. Third reason is that Skyway is safe. That's why Skyway. And well, what makes it safe is that, first of all, it's on the second level, so there are no traffic accidents. And the second one is that we have a special system, the derailment system and motor wheel, which basically, if we turn upside down, if we turn the model upside down, then we can, then the model will stay there. So there was, I will tell you now on the story, that there was a accident in Ecotechnopark. I think it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, where accidentally a tractor drove in front of the test drive in front of the Unibus, and the Unibus drove into the tractor. The driver who was in the tractor went to hospital. He's well now, thank God. But the Unibus itself, it was perfectly standing on the rails, or perfectly derailed on the rails. So nothing happened to that. Of course, the cabin was a little bit, well, not so fixed, and a little bit broken, but everything, the system was perfectly well. Nothing happened to it, so to say. It didn't fell off or anything. So that's why it's quite amazing. And here I have just brought out a few pictures how it would look like in the city. Of course, it depends on the design and architects and so on. Every city has its own well, needs and wants. But on the left side, this picture describes very well the situation where basically we can take the plateaus. Well, what ship? Well, I mean the cargo ships. The people need to build ports on the mainland, so the cargo ships can take the goods there. They will take the containers, which are 40-meter long and weighs, and they can weigh up to tens of thousands of kilograms, and they take those there and they hold them there. So basically they need land for that. But now we can build plateaus on the sea up to 5 kilometers from the coastline, and we can take with Skyway Rail the cargo or the people even from the plateaus to the mainland. So we do not need to harm the mainland or cause any, traffic jams or collapses or whatever on the coastlines. So those can be for taking sun or sunbathing or so on. Yes, and this is only one system here. This is the Unicont, but we have a Unitruck as well, which is meant for. I will show this later, but that's what that one is meant for. I will actually show this now. This picture, just a second. Here, what I was describing. As you can see, this is the Unicont up there, which I was describing first. So basically, these systems are right now under construction in Sacha, where the supports have already been placed, and the track as well is not that far away from being constructed totally. And so after that, the test drives can start. So basically, this one here. Yes, now I can see. All right, let's see more. What else we have? We have a few more points to cover. So fifth point is that Skyway has its own real models and products. These are not just pictures, as you have already understood. This is not a animation or a picture made with computers. This is the real life picture. So we have this. I already showed you the cargo containers and the Unicons and Unitrucks, but now all these models we have as well. And actually, we have altogether about 14 different models. Many of them are already certified by Russian and Belarus standards, which and in Sacha there is the certification going for tropical climates, all the Pakistan, India, Indonesia, United Arab Emirates, and so on. And as we know, the certification process in European Union as well started last year, in the end of the last year. And you can see again the tropical Unicar. Yeah, beauty, isn't it? So let's see. Fifth point is that we have demand for Skyway everywhere. We started from Belarus. We have made our path to United Arab Emirates, and actually there are many contracts waiting or already signed pre-contracts. But yes, wherever we go, we need this technology. And what more time goes on, then the more the need and the demand will increases. Sixth point is that we have a strong and professional team. We have over 1,000 workers already who are working every day toward goal, toward Anatolian Unitsky goal, to build and construct and to design and make this idea possible. So this is not anymore a startup, so to say, but it's a real company already, and it's growing. And of course, we have investors. We have 500,000 investors at least who have supported the project, and the number is growing as well. And 7 point, we are almost in the end. So bear with me. This final very important aspects are that it's financially beneficial. Skyway, the project, not only for investors but also for customers, as I mentioned before in the beginning of the presentation, that our technology is much cheaper. It costs less. Comparing, for example, with monorail, and these are average prices. And I did a research for the project in Dubai, monorail project in Dubai, and that track cost $70 million per 1 kilometer. So it's twice the price, almost twice the price that the monorail is. The average price of monorail is seen on the slide right now. So as you can imagine, on the flat land, it's possible to construct it about 10 times cheaper than the other transportation technologies, and it's green. It uses only electricity, which can be produced from wind or solar or another energy sources which are under development right now, and they can be used and detached with the system as well. And another important aspect is that all these communication cables and internet cables and so on, they can also be implemented inside construction or inside track itself, the rails. So it's all in one solution for to say. And as well as for investors, it's very profitable because at the moment, 11 more days and 4 hours, there is this campaign going on, which well, basically we can use. When we use this campaign, we can get very high discount, the shares with very high discount. And of course, there are different kinds of investment packages you can use. You don't have to invest 5,000 if you don't want, or if you don't have this kind of money, you can invest as well 500 or $1,000, or if you have more, you can take 10 times these packages. So there are no limits. The only limit is in our mind, and I urge you to support the project, as is United Arab Emirates government doing, and all the people around the world, actually. Not all, but a lot of them. And this one, well, news from recent times, recent news, where United Arab Emirates government and Saudi business delegations at the Skyway Test Center in Sharjah were taking a look and, well, basically making contracts or verbal contracts and memorandums of understandings, and they want to build the next track in a city called Khor Fakkan, a 10-kilometer test track. And more about that you can find under the news section in your back office. But as you might remember, that a 15-kilometer track is already been signed by the United Arab Emirates Prime Minister and the ruler of Dubai, and which will be located in the center of Dubai. So 2 tracks there, and I know that there are many more possibilities and the memorandum signed already, but more of that when the time comes. And even I don't know the exact details, but these one are more certain. So in the end, I would like to always show this picture with Dalai Lama. This is Anatoly Yunitski on the right and Dalai Lama on the left, and he gave his blessing and said that everything will work fine. And I hope you do that as well, and let this picture be an inspiration to you and to whom you share this information. So we'll see you next time in 2 weeks, 24th of February, 7 p.m. Moscow time. So actually it's 8. I have mistaken here on this slide. It's 20:00 Moscow time. So just bear in mind that basically the same time which was happening today. And see you there then. And let's invite more people, and let's make this presentation. I will make this presentation awesome, and share this information by heart, and let you get the information from the source. And I hope you enjoyed today's presentation and got something new, or at least I refreshed your memory, or you got some ideas to hold in your mind and to work with. So let's support, let's be healthy, and stay strong. All right. I wish you all great evening and see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.